Sean Green, Ryan Mooneyham back for the action at the Mixed CDI here at the Tournament of Champions 2025. Mooney, Bubba starting off, Bubba strong there with a boom goes the dynamite.
9 on the start. We've seen that all from him all week. He's facing Jake right behind him. He's going to have to start strong.
Yeah, Jake from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Better Half Hunter was also in this event. We saw her play earlier. This is Carolyn Gookie Johnson out of Washington State. And she's playing against her good friend from Washington State and Kelly Sipe.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say. I was looking at the vendor side of it. Traveling in, players together. Yep, it's your opponent and your buddy.
It's one of those situations where, well, we could have just traveled like 10 minutes away to play each other, but I guess we'll do it here. Of course, they would not have had the partners that they have in this, nor the amount of money that is on the line.
No, that's what they got. That's why they were at home doing all the work they did to get here to this day.
You win this match, Mooney, you are guaranteed at least $1,000 apiece.
That isn't too shabby.
You lose this match, the most you can walk away with is it's guaranteed is $500 each. Still a lot.
$1,000 match.
But that is, yeah.
Or $1,000 swing. Smith on the 16s.
Does find the big triple. And 7 of them is a good start, but the problem is that start is happening here in round number 3. And Brian and Carolyn started in round number 1 and 2.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to have to be working hard on the corners, but here comes Carolyn.
Yeah, she's on fire right this second. Carolyn Gookie Johnson, I don't think I've seen her throw better than she's throwing right now.
No, we've seen the 5s out of her, and we've seen the triples and 5 marks. I mean, she's monstering the 7s. She did have a 9 mark earlier today, but, I mean, she is throwing clutch starts at clutch times.
I just mean like ever since we've streamed.
Oh, yeah.
Carolyn
That's the rise
Gookie
of the
Johnson.
occasion.
Yeah, she is on fire today. She's feeling it. And she's consistent with it, too, and that is the important part in this tournament.
You are correct.
You can see Hunter sitting on the ground back there watching her better half that is about to lose leg number 1, barring anything crazy.
So adjustment number 1 didn't go for Bubba, so he's made it a second adjustment.
Jake and Bubba are basically wearing the same exact thing from hat down. Slightly different jerseys, obviously, but that's about it. Jake not going to be able to get the point lead or anything like that. So Carolyn, to win leg number 1, she's throwing a 6.0 right now in this leg. Reminder, we do have 2 matches going on in our last chance. And that one, Cody and Jessica are taking on Crystal and Kellen. Then Amanda and Ram taking on Alyssa and Eric. And Carolyn Gookie Johnson, a 4-6-7. 6-7. And it's a 1-0 lead over Kelly and Jake.
Impressive start by Bubba. Great match play from Carolyn. The combined 2 have taken leg number 1. Jake Smith has the start, needs to start 7 or better.
That's a good opening. Yep, there you go, 7.
I wouldn't say that's precedent, but in this field, in these matches, 7 is the minimum that you probably can allow yourself to start. You open up 4 or 5, yeah, you got a good start, but your opponents do this.
Brian has gone 9 mark to open up both legs in this match. Wow.
I'm letting the game tell the story exactly.
Mm-hmm. Kelly trying to get onto the same energy that Carolyn's throwing with right now, her good friend.
Well, it's good. The 4 was great. Trip 21st start. She wanted to back it with dart 2. Didn't get it to go. Stay composed and at least march it again for dart 3.
Oh, and that's the first off round that we've seen from Carolyn in quite a while. Let us know in the chat where you tuning in from. Who do you have in this one? Hit that share button. Let everybody know that we are live here on Facebook and YouTube. USA Darts and Partners Promoting Darts. Main coverage and stream 2.
Smith got the point lead. Went ahead and got rid of the 19s, forcing Bubba, who opened up with a 9, to the 8s.
Did you do that on purpose? The
Yes,
9s to the 8s?
The 9s to the 8s. Or 19s, 18s.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get what you're saying.
And then there's 17 after that. Then there's 6s or 16s. We've also got 5s or 15s. Kind of goes the same direction. And then the thing in the center is the bull. Back to the match.
Thank you for explaining that to me, Mooney. I always love when you back to the match yourself.
Well, I apologize.
I feel like that's not fair.
It's not fair.
Kachina in there saying West Virginia rooting for Bubba and Carolyn. Not surprising.
Well,
Yeah.
West Virginia's been well represented.
Yeah, the Mountain Mama State is on the opposite side of the country as Washington State. I'm going to venture to guess they are probably the furthest pair in mileage away from each other.
I believe so.
I think that's without knowing for sure.
Jake last time just needed 1 to score. Went ahead and closed his opponent's number.
Going to look now. Yep, and kills it.
It's back-to-back kill shots out of Jake.
Braden is watching from school. I'm a teacher, Braden, and I do like to snitch. So what school are you at? No, I'm just kidding. Thanks for watching along, brother. Appreciate that. Make sure you're paying attention in class, though, too. If you fail this test because of us, I will,
Blame somebody else.
Yep.
It's interesting. Bubba and Carolyn came out and just swiped a leg 1 with dominance. This leg here, Kelly and Jake have responded with their own dominance.
Which they would have had to have done to be in this position in the first place. But an opening might be a brewing. That is a bit of an opening. Still waiting for Carolyn to catch fire like she did in leg number 1. Of course, we'll always have one of the strongest shoe games in darts. Needs the triple just to feel good about the round. Not going to grab that. How about Rensselaer, Indiana in the chat? What's up, Larry? Hope you're doing well. Hoosiers. Jake does get rid of the 17th, now going back up. I like that move from Jake Smith.
Good turn.
420 playing 292.
Good turn out of Jake Smith. Anytime you can force your opponents to 15s and 16s and carry the 20s, you're in pretty darn good shape for the leg.
Look at this. We got a couple of students watching along, but how about a teacher in there saying I'll be having my kids watch darts for educational purposes during math time? Hey, I have definitely shown my kids darts at school live. Not my own stuff, though. Kelly can really shut the door in this leg. That's a good start to it. Ryan, that is definitely not a stupid question, asking why do some players hold 4 darts. Bubba is one of them, notorious for doing so. Same thing with Porky, Steve Hilger, Chrissy Grimmel, another one who does so.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of players do that because if they drop a dart and they're used to doing that, they have a dart right in their hand, they don't have to pick it up. That's I think, what Porky's thought process was to start off with. And then on top of that, some players will, to avoid walking so far, like Chrissy Grimmel is a leaner on dart 3 and will walk towards the board. So she holds that extra dart, I think, just to maybe give her the feeling that she has another dart left to throw, and it kind of will keep you grounded a little bit more.
Yeah, and then The other side of it is the old school steel tip, carrying your own chalk. On the chalkboard days, you would have your chalk in your hand with your darts.
Jason, that's just because I can't pronounce that town.
Bubba to the center.
I do like when he misses a dart and his grimace is, it's just like, and then he gets right back in it. Like I can hear him go,
Yeah.
You know? I doubt he does, but it just seems like that would be the type of sound that would look like.
Could be.
Does it have the sound? Yeah. There you go. See, I knew it. Kelly, 3 bowls needed. She's been fantastic in the second leg. This has been a tale of the ladies. Who has shot better in each leg has made the difference, and that's a double bowl, so that's in.
She'll need to go get it.
No. Just go and tap that bad boy on it. Bubba's got it, yeah.
Bubba's got it.
He's like, yeah, that's in. We're good. Hobstad. Okay, I can say that. All right. Let's go the distance, Mooney. Who is going to guarantee themselves $1,000 apiece? The loser only guaranteed $500 apiece, so this is a $500 per person leg of darts.
And the winner of this will take on Jillian and Mike,
which is not easy. And then Crystal and Kellen moved on against Cody and Jessica, and Ram Guevara Jr. and Amanda are out. Alyssa Evans and Eric Gregory continue to roll. And that match is ongoing right now for the 6th place spot. The loser will get $500 apiece in that match. But we're down to the nitty-gritty here, Moon. Six teams left. One of Crystal, Kellen, Alyssa, Eric, Brian, Carolyn, Mike, Jillian, Jake, Kelly, or Dylan and Taylor will be taking home $6,000 apiece in that illustrious 3rd mixed CDI trophy.
only going to get started with a 5. Has been heavy on his starts.
Yeah, 9 mark. That's a gift right there.
Yep, and Jake Smith, he knows it.
It's a tough first start to work around. That's a tougher second dart to work
I
around.
needed that to go in as a triple. Makes the adjustments. He wants to get a better throwing lane.
I think he just mouthed awful to himself. Yeah, and it's because he made that tough work for himself. And now Carolyn going to step up. Can she be as hot as she was in the first leg?
She's going to go right at it.
She stayed, and that is an interesting choice. We'll see what happens. Kelly has been big in the second leg. If she continues that, she might have the point lead and 20's gone. Door's wide open. Gonna need to adjust.
Ooh.
More than that.
Ooh.
That great last dart. Saves the leg, or saves the round.
Yep. Big 'em.
Great.
You're the 19s. Goes right at them 20s.
Yeah. Textbook from Bubba.
Jake Smith only managing 1. Carolyn was aggressive last time. Went after the 19s. And she's going to stay aggressive. Continue to go after their segments. Yep. She's going to turn to her partner. What do you think? Yeah,
Bubba.
whatever you want.
Yep. That's Bubba, right?
Sure.
Now,
20 points.
as a partner, right? If I'm going to stop and turn around to my partner and ask, what do you want? And he just does that to me, I'm almost going to be a little bit annoyed because otherwise I wouldn't have just turned around and asked you. You know, like just tell me what you want me to do. You're up next. That being said, Bubba's going to Bubba. And it also might be calming for him to be like, whatever you decide, I'm in.
Well, yeah, there's definitely the other side of the look is, okay, well, I need you to go up and hit that trip 18 instead of saying, hey, look, throw what you're comfortable with. Okay, well, I'm going to get some points.
Kelly in a big spot here, needs a big triple. Does find it. That saves it a little bit. Otherwise, this could have been out of hand quickly. And Crystal Anderson and Kellen Sperlin, 5.0 and a 6.33 to dispatch Alyssa Evans and Eric Gregory in that one leg shootout. And that's what happens, unfortunately, to a lot of players in this event. It makes it difficult because, well, you can run into a buzzsaw for one leg and you gone.
Yeah.
And now we have Crystal and Kellen are waiting on the loser of this one. Jake Smith trying to fill it all the way up. Goes up to the 20s instead. Just trying to get rid of the high ground.
Carolyn last time only got a single 18, but marked 20. She's been aggressive. She may look at the 17th here.
She did. Staying on it. She'll stay on it on 3. Yeah, and finds the double. Wow. I don't think we can stress how important that last start was to go in.
It was massive. Forcing Sipe to the corners, either 16s or 15s. She has been marking on the third dart. She wants to get that on the first dart.
Guys, let's just call a spade a spade. Mooney, you just said a last name correctly.
And the crowd goes wild.
Well, not the crowd, but Sean and Nick did, that's for sure. Great job, buddy.
I'm so sorry.
Why are you sorry? You said Sipe perfectly.
Well, I got Jake Smith right.
Well, you've been calling him Jake the whole time. That doesn't help.
I don't.
You've still been using first names. You're still scared of using last names. However, you did for Sipe, and that was wonderful.
And Bubba continues to rock on the 15s and 16s.
Well, the 16s.
No, the 16s. You got me all messed.
You're welcome.
Messed up on that one.
I haven't seen you turn this red in a while. All right, Jake going to look at the 15s. Needs all of them. And another dart. Or else this might be over. You can see Hunter is not thrilled with the way this leg is going for her better half.
90 points up. She will look at the 15s.
And doesn't quite do her job. This is really one of the last chances.
Needs to mark that triple. And she gets it done once again on the third dart. Brian just needs to close the 15th. He's got the 20s and the 16s to work with.
Is he going to be aggressive here, do you think, Mooney? Like, go at the bull, or is he going to point? I think he should point in a last league decider for $500 apiece.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want to create that bullseye against him.
Especially when you have Jake coming up next. He's looking up. Although sometimes Bubba's eyes can be deceiving. It does add an extra bull just for that 120.
Kind of seen that coming. I mean, he could have thrown dart 1 to see if he could mark off one of the bulls. Because, you know, if you hit that double bull, you just finish it.
Yep, and Jake's going to take out the numbers. And he does. So it becomes, I mean,
it's a bull race.
It's 4-3.
It's a bull race.
Carolyn will get the first opportunity to hit 3 bowls. She always fools me on that ghost throw. And that's going to help. One more needed. Oh, and that's the dreaded double bowl miss that we hate so much, Mooney. Drives us wild in darts. Will they come back with a Bubba needing one bowl, or will Kelly Sipe steal this with 4 bowls herself? That's a good start and a good marker. Oh, drags it low. Not going to be able to get it done here. So 2-1 is the bull race. Bubba only needs 1. I'd say 95 times out of 100, he'll do this.
I agree.
And there it is. First start, dead center. 4.13 is enough to get the job done. So Brian Bigham and Carolyn Gookie Johnson will go play against Jillian Phillips and Mike Scarborough. And then going to the last chance will be Crystal Anderson and Kellen Sperlin. And they will take on Jake Smith and Kelly Sipe. So both of those matches will be coming up right after our break. Don't go anywhere, folks. Hit that like button, hit that share button. Sean Green, Ryan Mooneyham, right back after this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, while the third, fourth place match warms up, we're going to bring you this race to one, fifth place match. Crystal Anderson, Kellen Sperlin taking on Kelly Sipe and Jake Smith. Whoever wins this one will move on to that fourth place match where they are guaranteed $1,000 apiece. The loser of this match, they get $500 apiece, which is still a great payday. Don't get me wrong.
Excellent payday. Notable is Crystal and Kellen. This is their fifth second chance match.
Yeah, they've rolled for quite a while since the halfway point, 13th through 16th.
Kellen Sperrin continues to throw well. He's shooting a 6 for the leg, but needs to get that 18s to come alive.
And just as you said it, wow, that second dart almost unlucky. He's looking down. I don't know. I think it's because of the block.
It very well could have been.
I still think one of my favorite graphics to come out of this week so far is the Winter Gates one that says, "Call me Daddy."
He did.
Kelly, great first start on the 17s. I don't think she's moving.
Nope.
She is not moving. Big 6 mark on the 17s.
That is a monster shot for her partner, Jake Smith. Crystal Anderson needs some 18s. It's a door not needed to be left open, especially for her opponent, Jake Smith, right behind her.
And Jake ready to kill those 18s right away. There they go. 16s, 15s. He's going to stay right there. Yeah, he had like that marker, but also just he can still point on the 16s right in that position.
That's a nice 7 mark out of Jake Smith.
His time running out for Crystal and Kellen in the last chance.
Got to make it happen here.
Not going to do enough no matter what he does on dart 3. And, of course, they're going to wire into a single. And, yeah, he is not happy with the result of those darts. Nor would anyone, mostly. Kelly going to step on over, just trying to do her job and get rid of the 15s. She's staying. And gets it closed.
Oh, nice kick in.
That is the dagger that's probably going to reward them $500 extra.
Nice kick in on the 15s, yes. Crystal now's got to work the bulls.
Yeah, that's a situation where once the first one goes in, you saw her shake her head right away. It's like, of course now.
Yeah, unfortunately, the round previous was tough on her.
And Jake does move into the fourth place spot with Kelly Sipe. That will do it for Crystal and Kellen. A fifth place finish for Crystal and Kellen and $1,000 split both ways, so $500 apiece. So one half of the fourth place match is ready to go. We just saw that. That will be Jake Smith and Kelly Sipe. Who will play them? It will be the loser of this match right here. Game number 1, race to 2. Mike Scarborough, Jillian Phillips taking on Brian Bigham and Carolyn Gookie Johnson. This is the first time Mike and Jillian have played since the last time you saw them on the streaming board in the King Seat match.
The interesting thing about this match is winner's going to come out with only 1 loss, but loser's going to come out with 2 losses.
And the difference is another $500 right now. $3,000 guaranteed for third place, $2,000 for fourth. So you add an extra $500 apiece to both players. And we are going to be ending stream 2 for this CDI, as there's not going to be another match going on at any point in time. It will be 1 match each as we go to the finish line. So now's the time to hit that like button, hit that share button, follow along with us for the entirety of the rest of this great mixed CDI. Has there been a team that's been most surprising to you, Mooney?
The Jake Smith Kelly Sipe one has been is a good one that I didn't have on the radar early. I did have this team kind of looked at, but the Dylan and Kelly Thaxton, or excuse me, not
Taylor Thaxton.
Taylor Thaxton. I was talking about Kelly. Was the other one that I didn't necessarily have on my radar either.
Yeah, I just didn't know how Dylan was going to perform in
No.
this type of situation. He did perform well in the men's CDI, though, or
Been,
CSI.
he's been performing extremely well. I just didn't have him. Didn't have that team pegged, is what I would say, properly. And they're proving why they're holding the key seat. Got the point lead. Mark 17 twice. Carolyn and Bubba discussing this turn.
I think the discussion should be stay all day. Don't leave those 17s at any point in time for any reason, ever. Stayed there all day. 7 marks to 17s. And that's the type of information that you want to give your partner, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want to give them, just don't think about it. Stay all day. Don't, like, if you hit a triple and a single, then you can move, because it's just going to confuse people.
No, stay down there. Just go up and hammer it.
You see Scarborough get rid of the 17s just to ensure they can't point anymore. 2 houses up. But this is a moment where Brian will take a shot at the closes. There's no reason not to. Just kidding.
Well, he wanted that 16 first.
Yeah, now he's got to go back. Yeah, he's shaking his head at it. It was a good last start. It would have been a bad round if he didn't hit that triple.
Exactly. But he won that 16 first, just so they have a wedge to work with. Jillian, she is hammering that trip 20.
Yeah, fancy pants. Only gets the trip, but
it's a biggie.
It is a biggie. And for Carolyn, they're going to try and decide what they're going to do. You can see them talking it out.
Up by 26, but down by 2 wedges. Calculated shots are needed right here. Good team dynamics.
Well, that's just trusting your partner. Oh, and that almost paid off handsomely. But here's where that strategy can come into hurt you, as Mike Scarborough can go trip real quick and hammer this out of commission just like that. Back up. Yep. 7 mark from Mike Scarborough does exactly that.
That is a big round on 18s and 16s. Bubba's now forced to 15s. Now, he likes to play aggressive. He can go trip here and take a shot. He may not have the point lead, but he will do it.
I would expect him to actually do that, yeah. Yep, he is looking up. He has one of my favorite eye rolls.
He does. I thought the same thing earlier. It's like, boy, you can see in his face what's going on.
Like, I would love to, like, if he didn't have the nickname Bubba, eye roll.
Phillips was deadly on the 20. Now she shows her strength on the 18s.
Looking down. No, she stayed up, and I like that move from Jillian. Put pressure on Carolyn. 45 points compared to the 296. So 2 triples needed to get the point lead and close the 18s. I might still close the 18. Oh, no!
She did take
it.
the look. It just didn't fall.
And this leg might be over with right now as Magic Mike steps up. The real question is, is he still wearing the accessories that he wore on the walk-on?
I don't know.
Maybe it's for good luck, you know?
I don't know. Interesting spot right here.
This is a big moment. That's a tough first start.
He's going to get rid of that at least. Try to see what he can do to salvage some points.
He wants it to be 4-3 at worst, and it's not going to be that. 5-3 is not.
It's not bad because
Yeah.
Jillian's going to have to expel a dart.
Right. And all you can hope for is that Jillian takes more than one dart at the 15s and doesn't hit the bull in the last dart.
I don't think she intended for the double.
No, but she does hit that bull in the last dart, which is
She
huge.
paid for it by hitting that bullseye.
So Carolyn needs 5, or else this is probably going to be a 1-0 lead for Jillian and Mike. Race to 2. The loser will play a one-leg shootout against Jake Smith and Kelly Sipe. She will not get 5.
Tough turn there for Carolyn.
It was a tough ask.
Mm-hmm. Magic Mike.
Mike Scarborough, nice double on dart number 2. And I just want to point out real quick, so Mike Scarborough, you want to talk about the talent level that he has. He got the opportunity to play in CDC weekend, number 6 in Indianapolis. So he flew from Phoenix to Indianapolis just to play in one CDC weekend. He made 2 quarterfinals out of the 3 events.
You know, he did go get his card, too.
Yep. And so he is going to be one of those guys that can come in next year and be that Ram Guevara, that Tyler Reddy, that newcomer to the CDC that has immediate success. And Bubba starts off with a 7 mark. It is a 1-0 lead for Jillian and Mike. But Will left us for a minute, so when he comes back, he'll update the scoreline.
Mike's taking a look. He's play aggressive.
Going right back down. Boom goes the dynamite, Mike Scarborough.
That's a nice 9 right there. That is a nice 9. Doesn't have the point lead, but it's taking away that big top house.
Yeah, it's taking a play out of Bubba's playbook, the 2 trip 19s and the trip 20. Karen's going to attack the 17s. I like that for the easier transfer to the 19s, which I think what she did.
Which she got 1 to fall into the 19s. She did mark a single 17.
Going to add the point lead there. There's a player at the location that I play with all the time, or play at all the time. Her name's Tony. Shout out Tony. Tony is notorious for hitting doubles in cricket, like with first darts. It's always like the deadliest time to hit a double. And she's not trying to hit the double. She's missing, but it's dropping low into the double. And it's so deadly every time. Bubba gets himself 7, but does not close out the 19s. So chance here for Scarborough to go trip, close, trip. Just stay with the 9 mark.
One thing I really like about watching Scarborough play is he's an aggressive player.
Very aggressive, as he just shot that without the point lead. Look at this. Mike Scarborough. Back-to-back 9s for Mike Scarborough. And Bubba's even clapping for that one and did an air fist bump. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that.
Good job, man. What do you do?
You're going to buzzsaw, you're going to buzzsaw, you know? And we saw that from Scarborough really take off during the Bull Shooter Invitational. These are actually 2 players of the 4 that were on the ESPN coverage this year. And Bubba and Mike Scarborough.
They didn't play each other in that first round.
No, they actually both lost in the first round.
Okay, that's what I thought. I couldn't remember. Bingham not going to get it done on the first start. Needs to add another triple. He's got the 16s gone, but Magic Mike continue to show dominance.
He's been magical in this leg. That is fine, only a 3 mark because it takes him down to a 7. That's how well he's thrown.
I don't know why he was throwing that third dart. I think he thought the 19s were open, but it's the 18s.
Oh, yeah, he misplaced a dart.
Mm-hmm. But no harm, no foul.
Yep.
Fancy Pants on her way.
And you see it, he just figured that out, and that's why he walked back. He's like, oh, no, I just did that. Yeah, he's still up. Like, see him shaking his head back there and laughing at himself? He didn't realize it until that moment. Jillian, big darts from Fancy Pants. And
man, that's a hammer right there.
that is the nail in the coffin.
Man, that is a hammer shot right there. Woo.
Wow. Bubba's not going to give up, but those might be the last 3 darts that he throws in this one-loss side of the bracket. Mike's still shaking his head at the last round. The great thing about Mike Scarborough, though, is he can do that and still not be affected by the results. And he is not affected by the results. Mike Scarborough, 6.0 in leg number 2, and that will do it. Jillian and Mike will play with 2 losses in the 3rd place match. Who will they take on? It will be the winner of our 4th place match that will be coming up right after this short break, and it will feature Jake Smith and Kelly Sipe taking on Carolyn Gookie Johnson and Bubba Brian Bigham. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll have that action for you right after this. We are back for the fourth place match. $1,000 apiece to the loser of this one in the mixed CDI. I'm Sean Green, joined by my partner in comms for this one, Nick Dirachi, to share. And Nick, we are down to the final four. We got Jake Smith and Kelly Sipe taking on Brian Bigham and Carolyn Gookie Johnson. The winner of that one will take on Jillian Phillips and Mike Scarborough, who will have one loss on that third place match and need to be double dipped by either team that wins this one. And then we have the finals. We only have a few more matches to go.
Yeah, we're at the very end of this. We're in the top four finishers where you're getting bigger and bigger paydays. And with a lot on the line here, you're going to really expect to see excellence from these different players across the dartboard. And it'll come down to the ladies, who have both shown some excellent moments. Googie earlier had some incredible moments, and, of course, Sipe being as strong as ever. I think they're going to be the defining factor in this matchup.
Yeah, and even though both these ladies were not in the ladies CDI, they probably – I know Carolyn's played in two of them, at the very least. Kelly's played in multiple of them. So they have the skills and the games to be there. I think it was by maybe the All-Star rank list being qualified for it potentially could have been the issue. But, yeah, they're both fantastic shots that were underrated heading into this because they didn't play in the CSI this time.
I think that does make a big difference as far as like the optics of it all. But as I'm sure you guys have hammered home on, I know Jen and I were talking about earlier, there's no incorrect winners in this event. Any of these teams obviously are warranted when it's a 0.6 MPR combined spread at the highest end, which is probably the largest spread you'll see out of any other event here when you look at doubles and triples and everything else.
That's fair. Yeah.
It's incredible to see that, because it really does show that it's all about highlighting the talents of the individual players and showing your ability to have skill of gelling with your partner, a skill that is not easy for some.
No, and you can see that in some of the superstars of this event are not able to really gel with a partner, and they get taken out pretty early. We've seen it. Both of our champions in this event have been really supportive male players with some really talented female players that have been able to step up to the challenge because of the support from their males. And that's Leslie Garter and Danny Baggish last year. Danny basically just put her on his shoulders and got the job done, knowing he had to do so. And then Cheyenne Richards and Bob Anderson. Bob and Cheyenne are still really close friends to this day and talk all the time because of that mixed CDI win for them.
Well, let's keep it a buck 55th Street here. Right now, Brian and Carolyn in a very dangerous position. Yep. And the last thing you want to do is go from the third, fourth match, lose that, and then immediately dump out from there. You kind of assume if you're at the finals of the one-loss side and then you lose that you're not going to immediately take that extra loss as well. But you can't let anybody get rolling. Jake and Kelly, very accomplished players. And you have to factor Jake Smith as one of those players that has so much experience having success in the finale days in the past and other events as well, getting some big trophies and big checks, and also having the stress of watching his partner do so as well with Hunter Smith. Yeah,
absolutely. And now the pressure is flipped back to Hunter as she just ran out to grab something, I'm sure, for Jake. But yeah, it's a really, really awesome field, and I'm excited to see how this shakes out. But let me ask you this question. Would you say that one of the worst positions to be in this triple elimination style tournament is losing the king seat match?
No. Losing one of the worst positions?
Well, I mean, one of the hardest positions to really kind of, because you're waiting then on the third, fourth place match for a bit. Then you have to play that, and then you're going to wait again for the third place match if you get to
Yeah,
that point.
it's not.
I know it's not a big weight, but still.
I would rather have smaller breaks than one large one.
Fair.
So I will always take them being chopped up like that.
Mhm.
I also do think that you get to come in with a little bit of momentum versus the people that have been sitting for a long time, coming from the bottom side, or the very bottom side in this case, sides of the bracket. As Brian Bigham going to go ahead and hit a beautiful 7 mark.
Yeah, good darts. It might not be enough. Carolyn, unfortunately, only a .5 in her 2 rounds thrown so far, and we've seen some greatness out of her today in different legs. She had a 5 in one of them, and single-handedly got a victory in one of the matches.
Great darts always need to get followed with great timing, right? That's the biggest difference maker of it all. But it's still not over yet. If she can snap back to reality and avoid the oops, there goes gravity moment, she can really consider this a not washed position. You have to dig deep on these 16s.
Yeah, and to make my point correct, Kelly was second out of qualifying for the women's CSI.
There we go.
So she was 18th in the list.
Just a 2 mark, far from enough, unfortunately. You expected a 6 minimum on the turn because Jake can just shoot right at whatever he wants, including
16s.
padding the points.
Bye-bye 15s.
Walk the dog.
Oh, just on the inside wire. Great darts from Jake Smith. Is that it? Or does Bubba needs a 9 mark just to make it not it, right?
Well, you're at the point of asking for favors, and that's the one thing you don't want to do in a competitive environment. Brian needs to hit perfect, hope for an error from Kelly, and right now not going to hit perfect, and that plan has gone waywards. And you can see the frustration there from the man named Bubba. Legal name, by the way.
Yeah, and he stepped back and he's like, I don't even know what to do here. Do I even shoot? Do I shoot the bowl?
Well, he doesn't know this, but you do get 1 mulligan a day.
Oh, nice. So like a golf outing.
Exactly.
You get that ruler stick, and then you can shoot 18 under par.
Unless I'm golfing, then I need multiple mulligans
Well, fair.
per hole.
It's impressive being in Florida most of your life. All right, Kelly stepping up. 2 marks the 15 is doing her job, and then anything else is bonus.
Always ask yourself what the goal of the turn is. The goal is just close to 15s. Don't put too much pressure on any extracurriculars.
But that's also the way you want to do it, is get that done in the first 2 darts so you can bonus. And that is the bonus. Bonus bowl.
One more time.
Bonus bowl.
That's going to be a new sound effect. Put it on the soundboard.
Bonus bowl. See, I can just repeat it every time.
No, that was actually a button.
I feel like some people are going to believe you.
Well, Yugi and Bigham are going to be frustrated at how their run ended, but they should not be frustrated at the fact that they're getting a good payday in an elite event.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And Jake and Kelly are a fantastic team. It just happened to be that at the time that it mattered most, Jake Smith and Kelly Sipe do get the best of Bubba and Carolyn. That was a rematch of the 4th place match. And so let's go to the top 3. Again, a great run from Bubba and Carolyn, falling short. But Jake Smith is a former finale champion. He is trying to run through with 2 losses, and his partner Kelly Sipe from Washington State, Jake from South Dakota. And they get to take on Jillian Phillips from Utah and Mike Scarborough from Phoenix, Arizona. So that match, the 3rd place match, will be coming up rather shortly, I'm sure, as it looks like they're trying to get on with it. But we'll be right back as soon as they get rolling, we promise you, folks. 3 players left in this mixed CDI live for the 12th annual Bull Shooter Boards, the 12th annual tournament champions. It's been a long day. I'm Sean Green, joined by Ryan Mooneyham. Mooney, talk instead of me.
Look, usually it's me that makes that mistake, but 2 things I'll need to correct. Number 1, we're the tournament champions of the PPD, and there are 3 teams left, not 3 players.
Oh, that's what I meant. 3 teams.
No,
0 for 2. Awesome. As Mike Scarborough's going to give the start, right? Is that Mike Scarborough? I'm just making sure.
Listen, Sean is the professional of this group, and that was a rarity for you folks.
Well, I'm not even going to say it because I'll probably mess up my own catchphrase. Mike Scarborough starts off with a 9 mark.
Boom goes the dynamite.
All right, I'm going to say it from that point forward because you just destroyed everyone's ears.
I did. I apologize.
That's all right. That's we might have a fun video coming out at some point, but the one thing I will say that factors into everyone was just trying to scream it, and I don't know. And for some reason, they really wanted to elongate the boom part of it.
Well, here comes a boom out of Jillian.
Jillian does enough of the boom. Good 4 mark. Closes out the 19s. And, again, this is a race to 2, Mooney. Mike and Jillian have 1 loss. Jake and Kelly have 2. So if Mike and Jillian win this set, it's over. And Mike and Jillian will go to the finals with 1 loss to take on a rematch of Dylan Steinke and Taylor Thaxton. If Jake and Kelly win, they will go to a 1-leg shootout. And whoever wins that will go to the finals, only needing to lose 1 more time to be out of that tournament. So in this case, Dylan and Taylor, even though they won't admit this, are rooting for Jake and Kelly in this first set.
Well, yeah, you want your opponents to come in with 2 losses. Then you just got to take them 2 out of 3. You don't have to think about it a double dip. However, Magic Mike is thinking otherwise. Got the 18s to go. Wants to mark the 17s. Only got 1. Good response out of Jake. However, it's only 5. Just 2 needed to close for Jillian.
I heard the burp. But she does get the job close. And you know what? If you're going to be aggressive on the double and dart 1, as long as you can hit 2 fats the other way through, because you know that's what you can do, I'm okay with that. You just can't miss double on the first 2 darts. That's like being an open out in 0-1, and your partner has 22 left, and they go outside the double 11, outside the double 11. You're like, why? Why wouldn't you just go inside?
Yeah,
Please,
put.
for the love of God.
Well, speaking of outside, inside, here comes Kelly on the 16s.
I call it the toughest 2 wedges to adjust on if you miss is the 16s and 15s.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're at that corner, and a lot of times your players are going to overcompensate into the 8 or undershoot into the 7 more times than not. Scarborough did not get it to go on the 16s. He wanted to stay, but he shook his head and he said no. He went back to the trip 20 to give it back to Jillian.
Not going to take out the 20s. So Scarborough and Jillian stepping up here. Jillian's done her job perfectly. She's only needed to throw a 3 mark. It's close, and if you just close, that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Playing together as a team. Jillian got the job done on 16s. Adds 2 more 20s. Wants to get Magic Mike the free look to that 15.
Five mark on the 15 for Kelly. Not going to be enough, which it was not going to be enough no matter what she did on that 15. Mike can just go close, and he's going to go right at the bull. He might go bull first. He does not. He's going to stay on the 15s, though. He's going to stay there one more time.
Oh,
Well,
undershot it twice.
you were not going to expect that. I know I didn't. I mean, I guess somebody else could have expected that. I did not.
Jake Smith going to get it done with just 5. Not enough to get the point lead. Phillips has been closing.
Yep, she's done her job. I expect her to do it again here. Mike did not do his job last throw, but he had done his job before that, and that's why Jillian's able just to do 2-2. And she tried to throw in the kill shot. She turned that gun sideways.
Yeah, she did that hammer last match on the 18s. This time she wanted to throw it on the 20s.
And Kelly will close the 20s. It is 6-3 in the race. So Jake would have winning darts if Mike doesn't hit this, but if Mike doesn't hit this is a funny statement. It's now 1-0 lead for Jillian and Mike. They are one leg away from the final. Jake and Kelly have to win the next 3 legs straight to make the final. Yeah, this would be back-to-back finals for Mike Scarborough. Did it last year with Cheyenne Richards. And Cheyenne did it back-to-back with her and Bob Anderson, and then her and Mike Scarborough.
Well, that's very interesting. I actually didn't even realize that.
Well, now you do. Boom goes the dynamite from Jake Smith. Starting off with a 9er on the 20s. We've seen that a few times.
Only going to get 2. Jake Smith opened with a 9. Opportunity here for Kelly to get the 19s off the board and help her team move forward. Only going to get 2. And Jillian's going to struggle and just grab 2. 1 shot close left for Jake. He can run down the board if he chooses.
Yeah, and he tried to go 17s first. Going back up to the 20s. He could have gone any of those wedges.
He had any wedge he went with.
Which is a good thing. Mike does not have those options.
No. Mike needs a wedge, and Mike needs to throw heavy on the wedge.
He wants that 7. Does get the 7 on the 8s. Kelly, free reign to close the 18s, which would be just doing her job here in this throw. Sometimes you only need 3.
Mm-hmm.
But you'd like to have more this early in the leg.
Didn't get the second dart to Mark, but went ahead and added 20 points.
Yep.
Or 60 points.
And just remember, if you're watching along at home and you're the type of person that will complain about opponents pointing in cricket or over-pointing you, like in league play and stuff like that, I used to be that person, right? Watch these matches. I mean, it's a 95-point lead. A lot of people will be like, wow, that's way too much. Why are you over-pointing? That last 60 on the last dart is now going to give Jake this easy opportunity just to move around the board. He doesn't have to worry about going back to points anytime.
Everybody on this leg can throw a 9 mark and back it with a 9 mark at any time. So you have to play the points to keep your opponents buried, but you also have to give your partner plenty of room to, if they miss, it's okay.
great last start just to close the 20s and stop the bleeding. However, Kelly can just go trip 17 first start, trip 16, trip 15. I mean, and it's
she could run
this
the board
one's going
still.
to last league decider. She did try to get the closes.
She does get 2 in the 15. She got the 17 closed. She's forced her opponents into the corners once again. Smith should look to get rid of the 15s. Yeah, he's going to go 16s first.
Yeah, gets rid of those. I like the way that he went that route.
Yeah, I mean, either the other way would have been fine. Trip the 15 and then go finish up with the 16s. Definitely wanted another wedge because that other wedge with that triple added points.
The momentum starting to shift. It's most likely going to last league decider. I think we can make that claim
assumption
at this
is
point.
very good.
Thank you. Kelly just steps on over. She's going to stay, trying to get that field goal. As she went outside the goalpost there.
Yeah, but she got the bull opened. She got the mark on it for her team.
Jillian 5 bowls away from the point lead. She cannot do that now. So Jake Smith to send us to a last league decider. And as a reminder, Jake and Kelly just have to win the next 3 legs to make the final. Now they have to win 2 more legs straight. It's got to start here. 5-2-0 from Jake Smith. He did raise it up in that one. Scarborough, a 3.75. He's going to want to improve his average in this last league decider to where it was beforehand, but that is a great diddle.
That's a good marker for the court.
I would argue that having the skill to be able to diddle well is imperative in this type of format.
It's almost an art form at times.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. Scarborough and Phillips trying to go to the finals to take on Dylan Steinke and Taylor Thaxton with only 1 loss. Meaning that Taylor and Dylan would have to still double dip them. Mike was a finalist last year, looking to do 1 better this year. A 7-mark opening will help that.
As we see Taylor's over there getting ready.
And Jake matches the 7 with the 7.
Yeah, it's a good start from Scarborough, but a great match from Jake Smith. Both started off with 7s. Jillian has had the hammer on the top of the board.
Oh, I like the way that she's going about this.
And the eyes went down, but she went back up.
Shanghai in the 20s at a right time. And yeah, you called it. Dylan and Taylor are warming up on the board furthest away from this one in the room. Taylor's been sitting back there right around where Skylar and the gentleman behind her are sitting for the majority of the last 2 hours, which is honestly smart. To just sit there, watch, stay immersed into it, and then don't overthrow while you're waiting.
Yeah, also kind of stay off your feet. I mean, this is carpeted venue, but it's still pretty tough on the old feet. So sit down, get relaxed, get off your feet, get up, stretch, go back, sit back down. Not much of a round out of there for Scarborough. Didn't get the 219s to fall. Bailed and went back to the 20. Only grabbed a single. Jake Smith on the attack. And another 7 out of Jake.
Yeah, big 7 mark. And really, again, at this spot in the match, Jake back-to-back 7s. Jillian, though, and this is where this difference comes in play, Mooney. Which player going second? Which female player is going to throw better in this leg? If the men stay about equal, which we've seen often, it's which lady can be the most consistent here.
Nice second dart.
Yep.
And I heard that roar.
Big 7 from Kelly. Massive. Forcing Mike to the 18s or 17s. He went the fat 3, and so he moved to the 18s. He's going to move to the 19s. Gets the double. Ooh.
Mike will continue to be aggressive.
Yes, he will.
He got the wedge. He got their close. He's forced Jake into either 17s or 18s.
Looking up. Could have been a big dart, but Jillian throwing a 5-5 right now in this leg. Trying to ensure that they go to the finals with only 1 loss. Taylor now sitting down, just watching along. Yep, great darts from Jillian. I like that she stayed.
Yeah, she definitely wanted to put as many points on the board as possible. She added 72 to their score. Kelly will have to mark that 17 pretty heavily.
She's looking up to the 18s.
Boom.
Back on down to the 17s. This would be a heck of an 8 mark. It is a heck of an 8
And
mark for
there's
Kelly
another
Sipe.
Jake Smith roar in the background, folks.
Yes, sir. Wow. 5.67, 5.0, a 6.0, and a 4.33. The lowest average is Mike Scarborough right now in this leg. This is great timing by both teams. And more importantly, by Jake and Kelly. 8 mark, 9 mark. Boom goes the dynamite. Jake Smith, Kelly Sipe are going to drag out this set with just massive rounds near the end.
And look at those two. Look at high-fiving and roaring for each other in the background. Jillian Phillips to the bullseye. Only going to get the 1.
We're going to see how calm Kelly can get really quickly because the adrenaline is going to be pumping right this second. This would be for 2 legs straight. Remember, once they got down that first leg, I told you, they have to win 3 in a row.
Oh, that's heavy.
That's huge. Not over yet, but even if Mike goes 3 in the black, Jake will have a dart at the bullseye to win the leg and this set. So we will go to a 1-leg shootout, and I'm telling you, the most excited people right now are Taylor and Dylan because they will only have to win once. And there you go.
Monster legs.
Early in that leg, too, Mike and Jillian came out strong, but a 5 from Kelly and a 6-5 from Jake Smith.
Think about the timing shots Kelly placed. Think about the big run shots that Jake placed. I mean,
that was massive.
It was massive. It was huge. We were at the end of those legs fast by those big rounds and big shots by both of them. Now we're going to do it for the final time. 1 leg to make the finals.
Yep. And again, the final will have to be a triple dip of Dylan Steinke and Taylor Thaxton to stop them from becoming champions. Whoever wins this will only have 1 loss or 1 life left.
Yeah, they won't be able to lose it 2 out of 3.
So here we go. Jake and Kelly, Jillian and Mike. Who is going to be in the finals? Jake Smith won the finale, the elite finale, and the men's CSI together in 2019. So he has been known to, in these big tournaments at Tournament Champions, get the job done. Can he do it again?
One thing I want to tell you that's impressive about Jake is he is a great partner. He's been back there cheering on his partner, Kelly. He just looked at her and he says, let's go. Same situation I've seen out of Jillian Phillips and Mike Scarborough. That's why you were seeing these two pairs battling for the opportunity to play in the finals.
That is a sigh of relief on the last start there from Jake Smith. And you can see the players that have already finished, like Bubba sitting down back there watching. You have Carolyn just walked into the venue again. There's a lot of people that are looking to see who gets the job done. 3 teams left. Who's going to take on Taylor and Dylan in the final? We're going to find out in about 3 minutes, Mooney. Maybe 5. Staying down. That's an aggressive play from Kelly, which we'll see if that hurts anything.
Phillips will need that 19. Only going to get the 2. Really thought after she got that first double in there, she would at least mark it 2 singles.
Yep.
It did not go. She pulled to the inside. Jake Smith.
Yeah, Jake getting aggressive now too. You can almost tell that Kelly and Jake are feeling it. The momentum has shifted directly into their favor.
Mm-hmm.
As they are playing this leg out, I just want to give a huge shout out to everyone who has been at the venue, who has said kind words to our live stream crew, who continue to support, wear our hats. It's always fun to see the USA Darts hats or jerseys around the venue. Same thing with all of the Magic Wear jerseys and A to Z Darts jerseys that we see. And, of course, that's placed my heart for those Boom jerseys. I still get to see a couple of them every year.
I wore mine for you.
Well, you're a sweetheart. Jillian and Mike, for the first time, well behind Jake and Kelly. And Jake about to maybe throw the hammer down
I was going
here.
to say, this is the spot I don't want to put Jake Smith in if I'm his opponent.
So good at doing exactly this. Staying down. And hits it.
Man, that's a big 7.
I mean, what a last leg. Kelly the 5, Jake the 6-5, just to get it to this point. And time is running out here for Scarborough and Phillips.
Only going to get it done with, not going to get it done, only going to get 2. Kelly has been great in these situations on closing down numbers and moving forward.
The job here is to close the 16s. The bonus job is to close the 15s. She is moving back up to points.
Yep.
Smart last start.
Yep.
You got to take it out of the hands to make Jillian stay all 9 or all 3 darts on the 16s.
A look of frustration maybe in Jillian's face. Only was able to grab 1. But here comes Jake Smith.
And there is Jake Smith with the effective
Coffin chop.
And that coffin shot will be the death of Scarborough and Phillips. Third place finish for Mike after the second place finish last year is still amazing. And they get to walk out with $1,500 apiece. I don't care who you are. If I'm going to lose and still get $1,500 as I'm walking out that door, okay.
Kelly just needs a bull to fall.
Yeah, getting closer and closer.
Can take the point lead here.
Oh, almost did. Neither would have done a whole bunch of damage, but
Yeah, Jake's coming in red hot, 5.75 for the leg.
here we go for the final.
Game shot. Game shot and winner, Jake Smith, Kelly Sipe.
Dinner.
With dinner.
You can see Taylor and Dylan are almost pacing, ready to get this thing started. They've been waiting quite a while, so I know this is going to be a really short break, but ladies and gentlemen, when we return, the finals of the Mixed CDI, who will walk out of here with $12,000, $6,000 apiece? Will it be Dylan and Taylor, who need to only beat their opponent one time, 2 out of 3, or sorry, 3 out of 5 will be the first set, or will it be Kelly Sipe and Jake Smith triple dipping Dylan and Taylor? We are going to find out in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Let me tell you about A to Z Darts. We're a specialty dart store with over 10,000 different products. We create in-depth videos and blogs to help improve your game and showcase our products. We give helpful advice on how to practice darts, the fundamentals of form and mechanics, and how to make better decisions when purchasing your darting equipment. Whether you're brand new or a seasoned player, we try to provide fun and informative content. I'm Jen, the creative director for A to Z Darts. I've been playing for over 10 years, and I've traveled the world competing in and promoting the sport. This is Will. He runs our live streaming company, USA Darts, and travels the globe as well to broadcast major darting events and interview PDC players alike. You'll find over 2,000 different sets of darts on our website. Guessing right now you're pretty interested in our resources? Learn about form, throwing mechanics, practice routines, scoring and grouping, checkout methods, cricket strategy, and much more. Visit a-zdarts.com to take advantage of our blog or follow us on social media at AZDarts today.
Tell by the way they're scoring, there may be nothing in it. One man misses, does the other man get? Yes! Double 12! That is the most amazing level of darts you will ever see in your life! I can't stay! Double 12, and the 9 Dart King lands another one! Covered by Team Michael. Double 12, back going! The ascension is complete. Incredible stuff. The world number 1 is world champion.
Access denied.
What is the purpose of the Vertex stand? This product is made by Winmore, and they have solved 3 different problems. Number 1, when you don't want to permanently mount a dartboard. Number 2, when you can't drill into your walls. And number 3, when you want to travel with a dartboard. Not everyone wants a dartboard permanently mounted into a wall. Perhaps you just want to bust out the dartboard occasionally to entertain friends or family. The Vertex stand is perfect because you don't drill into the wall, you simply lean it against a flat surface. This is easily the most convenient product I've ever seen that you can set up or tear down super fast for portability. In minutes, you can have everything packed and ready to go with you for your next darts tournament or a friend's house or even camping. You can lean this bad boy up against a tree. On top of all of that, I love the idea of being able to easily travel with a dartboard. This thing is awesome. I was given it just to review, but believe me when I say it is not going back to A to Z Darts. They can try to pry it out of my hands.
Enjoy 15% off our October Dart of the Month special, the Target Japan Black Mark Dragon 3.0 darts, all month long and bring your game to the next level with its fierce design and performance. These darts feature a front-loaded barrel with tons of milling and knurling that mimic the rough scales of dragon skin for different grip reference points throughout the dart. Finished with the sleek black coating, they'll fit right into anyone's dart collection seamlessly. As a bonus, the entire Target Japan Black Mark series will also be 15% off this month, including the Heracles model, which is currently one of our top 10 best-selling darts. You can also get a chance to win your choice of a Target Tacoma Shell Dart wallet in the color teal, purple, gray, blue, or black with our monthly raffle. How do you enter? Just purchase our October Dart of the Month special and you'll automatically get entered. The giveaway ends November 1st, so don't miss out on your chance for free stuff. Tap the banner on our homepage at atozdarts.com to shop the Dart of the Month, and don't forget, we ship internationally. Best of luck to everyone.
What is a bad habit that you see way too often in darts?
Just one?
I mean, name as many as you want.
Dropping the arm that holds the darts on the 3rd dart, swinging the leg over to initiate walking forward after you've thrown your 3rd dart. Throwing wussy darts.
Wussy darts.
It's not like PC, but that's how I would call it, where you're in kind of a panic state, like me right now, and you don't trust your throwing mechanics, so the dart kind of just falls out of your hand. I see a lot of people when they compete for the first time, they just get so scared they just don't trust, and they don't snap and have that really nice follow through. And I was once one of those players, so trust me when I say what you have to do when you're in a panic state like this is you're gonna want to take a big deep breath. Exhale slowly. Oh, that's terrible with the spice. And then sink your weight into the heel. Relax, no tension in the arm. Let the dart fall back. And then bang! You really pow! You really need that full extension, because here's the thing. What I wish someone told me so much sooner than my friend told me. You're either going to hit or you're going to miss. So miss with confidence.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the final of the mixed CDI here at the Tournament of Champions. Dylan Steinke, Taylor Thaxton, your king-queen seat holder, will need to be triple dipped by Kelly Sipe and Jake Smith, who are down to their last life. I'm Sean Green, joined by my partner in comms all week long, Ryan Mooneyham. Mooney, Jake Smith has been a gamer today. He's a gamer. It's a proven thing that has happened. Can he be as much of a gamer to triple dip the great team today of Dylan and Taylor?
I mean, it's a tall tale, but it can be done. He has done it.
Not tall tale. Tall tale is a fake thing.
All right.
Tall task.
Tall task. Let me say it the right way. But he has done it in the past, and he can do it today. Does he have enough to take down the sharpshooting of Dylan and Taylor? Is Kelly going to continue on with those crucial big shots that she's had all day? Well, you know what, and I will know what. We're going to sit back and watch, and let's go.
Yeah, let's remind everybody of the format here. First of all, Kelly and Jake can't lose a set. The first set is going to be a race to 3. If needed, meaning if Kelly and Jake win that, they will play a race to 2. If Kelly and Jake win that, then we'll go to 1 leg for everything. So technically, Kelly and Jake can lose 3 legs depending on when those legs happen.
Yep.
They just all can't happen in this set.
Nope.
Dylan, starting where he left off, up in points and throwing pretty well. I know that a lot of people back home in his area, kind of that Wisconsin, Minnesota border, are really, really excited to see their friend in this final. And boom goes the dynamite for Jake Smith. We called him a gamer, and the gamer has shown up once again.
Thaxton's got to have that 20. She needs to mark it again. And that's the things we've been seeing all day out of Taylor Thaxton.
Yep. Big last starts. And, I mean, this is what we've been seeing out of these 4 players, which is why they're in the final. They continue to do their job.
Each one of them has a role on their team. Each one has completed that role with dynamics.
Kelly, great second dart to get the point lead. Is she moving over or no?
Well, she did. She did glance at the score. It could have cost her that shot there. I think she probably would have wanted to stay on the 18 for another turn.
Dylan Steinke again. This kid has been so impressive. He had the 4th lowest average for the men in this mixed CDI coming into this. He got into the men's CSI as the same spot there, one of the lowest guys in averages, and then played extremely well in that men's CSI. And you can see him taking that momentum and doing extremely well here.
Yeah, he is definitely a sharpshooter. Big close out of Taylor. Right back to that 17. Forcing her opponents to the corners. And we know the corners have been both rewarding and deadly.
Dylan finished in the top 12 of the men's CSI. The payouts here for this one. Who is going to win $1,500 apiece? And who is going to win who's going to win $3,000 apiece, or who is going to win $6,000 apiece? That is a massive payday no matter who you are, and especially for a doubles format. And Dylan trying to do that right there, a 5.75, a 6.33, a 5.0, and the lowest average is a 3.67, Mooney.
That's it. I mean, it's just dynamic duos throwing sharp shooting darts.
44 points down still. So Taylor can just attack the 15. She'll probably go back to the 17s on dart 3 because the math would tell her to do that. Not to go to the closes, ideally.
Yeah, I missed.
And that's why I like going to the close first, too, because you miss the first one, you're like, all right, at least I have the 2 to close.
Yep.
When you throw that 17 first, which is supposed to be that bonus dart, it you don't want to take the bonus too early. Unless you're Taylor Thaxton and can hit the triple on the third dart like she always does.
She's like, I only needed one for this. I only needed one. Watch. To the bowl.
At some point, Kelly might have to peek at the 17s to try and get rid of those. She's standing on the bowl now. She's stepping over and staying. Gets two of them. Good two-bowl round from Kelly Sipe. It's just in case Dylan makes a mistake here. Hasn't so far. And he's not going to. Dylan is throwing stanky darts right now.
Man, that's a hammer on that double bull. Statement dart with the second one. 5.79 for the opening leg.
Jake Smith started 6-5, and they did not win that leg. 1-0 lead for Dylan and Taylor. They are 2 legs away from the title. Kelly and Jake can only afford to lose one more leg in this set. Jake going to start off. Only 6. He kind of rushed that third dart a little bit.
Yeah, he wanted that in there. Instead of just like, I need another 20, he's like, I got to have this 9.
Dylan going to see if he can match it. And he does exactly that. How awesome has it been to see a couple Wisconsinites in these CSI, CDI events, 3 of them actually, really kind of come out of nowhere. Not nowhere, but come from where we know them as talented players, but then to see them show up here at TOC in each event. That's Jenny Howd yesterday in the women's CSI. Of course, Sean Cafflish in the men's CSI, and now Dylan Steinke. Here, as you see Pat Cook behind that beautiful, beautiful trophy.
Yeah, to go on is also a testament to the entire state of Wisconsin and all that they do and all the individually ran vendors, but the big tournaments that they put together in their draws and their weekend tournaments just really brings their talent level and together on a consistent basis.
And I think that's even rings more true because those are 3 different areas of Wisconsin where those 2 players are.
Yeah, I mean, their whammo is huge, but their player base is talented, and their talents playing each other on a regular basis all over that state.
Yeah, I'm kind of weirded out by the fact there's not a Texan or a Floridian in this final. Got Kelly from Washington State. Jake Smith from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Taylor Thaxton, Cincinnati, Ohio. And then Dylan is from Wisconsin.
Thaxton chooses a 17. Needs to get a wedge for them. On dart 3, she does close it and add 17 points. Jake Smith coming in with that 6.0 after that second leg.
Great darts from Jake Smith. Yeah, Dylan's from the Eau Claire area. Originally from Osseo.
Gotcha.
This has been a great leg so far for Jake and for Kelly. Man, a 9.5 combined playing a 10.0. The highest combined NPR heading into this was an 8.607, Brett Hollanday and Meredith McGee. And we never saw them play on our stream once on the main stream.
No, we did not.
A lot of big teams were out early in this, just like yesterday in the women's CSI and in the men's CSI. There's been a lot of – it's been a kind of a tale of this year.
Different players are stepping up at different times. Not going to get it done this time. Just only mark a single 18. Jake Smith plays aggressive, but he likes to point. He's going to get the point value first. And only going to mark 2. This is an opportunity right here for Dylan to be very aggressive. He can get a couple to fall here. He can take a big look. He went ahead and took the look anyways.
Yeah, which I actually think is the right shot there. Again, I'll say this over and over again. People that I respect in the dart game, especially when it comes to cricket, tell me they've done stupid things to get rid of those 20s. And this is why. Because Kelly didn't have to move once. She did move on the last start, but she didn't have to.
Yeah, and that's a big 80-point turn right there.
Mm-hmm. Taylor, an opportunity, and Taylor more than capable of taking out this opportunity. See? Oh, just wires the 8. Ends up with 7. 21-point lead, though, and they've scrapped and clawed back into this leg now.
Yeah, they were definitely showing signs of weakness, but they haven't gone away.
Jake going to go back and point one last time on the 20s?
Yeah, smartly does. Got a single shot close on your 20. Get as much value as you can out of it.
Taylor misses the 8. Jake says, I'll do that. And now Dylan goes wire, inside, outside of the 16.
He needed that 16 to triple up.
And then goes wire up. So a little whoopsie-doo round from Dylan and Kelly. Her job is to, first of all, close the 16s. Now move on over to the 15s. She can stay there. And she almost did.
She got the big shot, the big job done on the 16s. Taylor well back on her heels, down 99, needs the 15s.
She needs the 15s and then a lot of points on the 15s, and she's not going to get any of that. So Dylan and Taylor go 2 mark on the 16s and 15s, and that is not how you're going to win a leg.
No.
Right at the bowl. Yeah, and hits the double. An effective coffin shot there from Jake Smith. We're going to go to leg number 3, and it's going to be a 1-1 scoreline. Ladies and gentlemen, who do you have in this? Let us know in the chat. Almost 1,000 watching this final. Hit that share button. Kelly Sipe, Jake Smith, about to make this 1-1 in this first race to 3 set. Then set number 2 would be a race to 2, and if they go the distance, it'll be 1 leg for everything.
Game shot, Kelly Sipe. We're going to be moving on to leg number 3.
How about this? These 4 players are going to split $18,000 between the 4 of them.
It's a pretty darn good payday.
$18,000.
That's a pretty darn good payday.
That is a third of my salary. Not quite, but it's close. And let me reiterate, my salary for teaching, not my salary for doing this job. Nice opening 6 from Dylan.
Jake Smith's been answering on the 19s.
Jake has been insane on these starts.
And does come back out with a 7.
So far, this has been the final that we've expected.
Yeah, back and forth, back and forth. We've got our heavyweight match going on here. We got the slugfest in front of you as we see it.
High quality.
Very good quality. Good team dynamics, good shots all across the board.
Kelly trying to get that point lead. She did like an eye roll math and stayed down there.
Yeah, she didn't like how that second dart laid for her. It could have taken away her flight pattern a little bit.
Yeah, Jake and Kelly have 2 losses. They're down to their last life. Taylor and Dylan have all 3 still.
Oh,
Ruh-roh.
that's not a door you want to leave open.
No, because Jake has ran through it time and time again. And he's in the zone of running through these doors. Looking up. Not able to close it. Taylor, another gamer. So we'll see if she can come back with a good round here. Yes, she can. Good adjustment after the first start.
Yeah, nice 6 on the 20s. Keeps her and Dylan out front. Kelly only 1 mark on her previous turn. Has to work that 19s. She needs to get at least 4.
69-point deficit. Unable to get the trip on dart 3, which is what we've seen out of our players so far today.
Yep.
And Dylan can take immediate advantage of that. And he does that.
Yeah, good shot. Grab that trip 20. Get rid of that 19. Force your opponent onto the 18s or 17s. Especially the way Jake has been playing.
And you mentioned it, especially the way Jake's been playing. Matches the 7 mark, throwing a 6-3-3.
Yeah, he didn't like how that second dart fell into the single, and he told himself to come on, but he turned on and maximized it on the third dart with another triple 18.
Taylor only 40 points scored that round. Kelly an opportunity now, a big opportunity.
The leg's been a little tough on Kelly. She can change that momentum right here for her.
And this right here has been the difference between great rounds and not as spectacular rounds, right? It's been wires.
Yeah.
Wires have been kind and wires have been unkind.
Yeah, but you got to keep firing at it because you might break that wire and didn't make any adjustments.
He's looking up at the double. He hits it. Dylan Steinke. Big 6 mark, 4.75.
We got the clap in the background for that one. Jake Smith to the 17s.
You don't like where those first 2 darts are. Yep. Does get a big 7. Jake is going to continue to throw some of the best darts I've seen out of him in quite a while.
Sometimes you get into the zone. We're seeing that on a lot of our players today. We're seeing that on those players now. Sometimes it's just there's too much going on for you to even think about it. You just play.
Oh, look at this from Kelly Sipe. Looking up now. Oh.
She didn't get the third dart to mark on the 20s, but she did some damage on that 17s by tripling it twice, adding 102 points.
You guys notice that Sean Kaplan power stance in the background? My goodness. Dylan Steinke. Boom goes the dynamite.
Got to give
For
him
the
the boom
Wisconsin
on that. Got the points on the 20. Got rid of the 17. Forcing his opponents to the corners. And we are gamers, folks.
But we're not. They are.
They are.
If we were, we wouldn't be back here.
No. I'm behind the mic for a reason. Taylor Thaxton has the point lead.
She's been pointing on the 20s this entire time. Would love to clean it up. Staying up there. Staying up for all 3.
Yeah, that's a good decision for Taylor.
Man.
Dylan just gave me the 9. I'm going to give him 6 back.
Yeah, and that 6 back means that Dylan has the opportunity to just close no matter what Kelly does here. Unless she hits a 9 on the 16th, which she's not going to. So Dylan has the ability just to close without really worrying about it. And look at the amount of people that are starting to trickle in here for this finals. You have both finalists from the men's CSI, and Sean Cathlish and Leonard Gates back there.
And sometimes you just need 3. Got him closed.
Did his job. The unfortunate thing is that Jake's job is a lot harder.
But Jake can take on the task.
Well, that's a start. As you can see, Leonard, Brian Bigham, Brandon Kessler, Nick Share, and others that are playing in this event earlier. Not Nick, but the others. And left and right there from Taylor. The pressure that 9 mark put on. And she closes the 15th.
Wow,
with the last
what
dart.
a move.
Big,
She wanted that 20. It didn't happen. Smashes
dart.
that corner.
That is a dart that might have won the leg for him. And if she misses that, it might have lost the leg for her.
Man, that is a gamer shot right there. That's ice water in the veins.
Kelly going to get 2 bowls. Makes it 4-3. One more to be 1 leg away. And Dylan made that look so simple. 4.86. 6.67 from Jake Smith, not enough in leg number 3. And that tells you everything you need to know. 2-1 lead now for Dylan Taylor. They are 1 leg away from the title. And $6,000 apiece, $12,000 total. Kelly and Jake can't lose another leg this set.
Jake continues to open strong. Another 7 on the 20s.
Dylan's been able to match. Good darts with the good darts. Not going to do it here.
Looks like those 2 sailed off his hand. He makes the adjustment.
See him kind of grimace start 3, but it at least went in. Part of the battle. Let's see what Sipe can do. She looks like she's going down to close right away. Now she's looking back up.
Both those are pulling a little bit to the left. She does make the adjustment. Only marks 1, but it is 20 points.
Yeah, and Kelly's in a position right now. And Mooney, I'll ask you this question: who has more pressure on them in this case? I know Jen and Nick talked about this earlier, but is it going to be in this case Kelly because they know Jake, because she knows Jake is throwing so well right now, or is it Jake to know that he has to continue throwing this well?
Probably a little bit of both, to be honest.
Cool.
If you were in Kelly's position, you're been throwing well all day, and then you're coming up a little short. If you're in Jake's position and your partner's been there, and then you're having the slight problems, you might yourself start pressing. As we see another big 7 out of Dylan.
Yeah, that's a huge momentum swing into the favor of Dylan and Taylor. And I like what you said there. I think I agree with you. Oh, look at this from Kelly. Boom goes the dynamite. Kelly Sipe with a 9 mark at the big time. And look at Jake. He is fired up.
Yeah, and those are the momentum swings your entire team can take.
A 7, a 4, a 5, and a 5.
Impressive.
They continue to throw their best darts in big moments.
Only going to grab 2. Jake
slip.
Smith.
Jake capitalize? He's looking down. He does close it, but that's going to be the bare minimum that he was expecting to get out of that.
Yeah, definitely wanted to triple on the dart too. So you can take a look at that 19s. However, he made that aggressive shot, and it counted.
Oh, and Dylan a 3-dart close. Kelly just threw a 9 mark. Can she build on that here? Looking up at the 18s once again. Oh, big close.
Big hammer.
Back up. That's fine. The 9 mark, 4 mark is
Look.
huge.
Kelly, you gave me a 9. You went 18, close the 17s. Let's go.
I think this might be about as animated as I've seen Jake Smith in a really long time back there. Taylor flyer on dart 3. They're all throwing 4s. 4, 4, 3, 3, 4, 3, 3, 4, 6, 7. 4, 6, 7 is Kelly Sipe. That's a big last dart from Jake.
Yeah, I didn't get the first 18 to fall. Took a look at the 16, only single marked. Right back to the trip 18.
Dylan's got to think to himself, a 9 mark gets him back in control. Now you got to stay. Down 9 points.
I was going to say, only got the 5, but it could be detrimental here the way Sipe's been playing on that 18s.
She did look for the double on the close, and now Taylor an opportunity to take back control. This is one of those moments where I think a single means you have to stay. And it's because of the X on it.
Paxton only went single mark. Didn't even look at the 18, stayed there for another triple. Gives it right back to Jake Smith. And he responds.
Massively.
And he responds. Goodbye, 16s. 108 on the turn.
Steps over just a little bit. Gets a 5 mark, does Dylan. Kelly has been the one to get her and Jake back into this leg. Can she be the one to kind of solidify it? That's a great part. Now, bonus. Doesn't get the bonus, but that's okay.
She got the job done. She's
Yep.
forcing her opponents to the bowl.
Did the job. If the bonus doesn't go, that's okay. Oh, Taylor. Bailing onto the 18s. Doesn't hit the trip. So, more than likely, going to a last leg decider.
Big shot.
We're going to last leg decider. 2-2 score line.
Let's talk about this real quick.
Yes.
Leg number 3, Kelly was struggling.
Yep.
Jake was playing well. Kelly fires up. Jake continues to play well. We are in last leg decider on this first set.
If Dylan and Taylor win this leg, it's all over, and they are the champions and $12,000 richer. This is a big diddle. As long as the person who wins the diddle solidifies it with a good start. That's it. Same holes?
Yeah, it looks like it.
No, it must have gone to Dylan, I'm going to guess. I'm surprised that was one more hole inside.
I couldn't really tell from the angle, but
Here we
Jake
go.
had the perfect view. And
Yeah. Well, and he also gave it to Dylan. You know it's true. Oh, this is a big dart here for Dylan. I like the step over. He's been good at this. And he is continuing to be good at that step over. It's an underrated talent in this game.
It is, and we are seeing it out of a lot of players, making those adjustments for the right fly lines, and they're grabbing their triples out of it.
Bubba, a mover, Dylan as well. Jake's been making subtle adjustments and able to make it pay off. He's also been making big statements like this. Good 6-mark opening.
So he didn't get the third dart to follow, but that triple start's what his team needed.
What a circus this final has been. Intense.
It has been intense. Thaxton only 2 in the 20s. Wanted to get rid of the 19s. Only grabbed the single. Back to Kelly.
Big dart from Kelly Sipe. Continues to just hit big time darts in big moments to stay in legs.
And that fires up the crowd.
And Dylan, good last dart for that to hit the trip 18 because that could have counted as anything after the
Boy, I tell you
kick.
what, if you would have just marked on the outside, you could have left that door open. It is still open, but not as wide.
Oh, and Jake goes trip three, looking up the 18th now. Only a 1 mark from Jake Smith. This is a huge opportunity for Taylor Thaxton to take back control.
Tough turn.
Staying up. Gonna move now. No, she's staying all day. Big 7 mark from Taylor.
That's a massive shot right there. Pressure push back on Kelly Sipe. She has been time and time again triple.
Yeah, both the ladies, 7 marks the last time up. Looking for another one. Only gets 4. Dylan has been deadly in these moments on closing and being able to add points.
Close is gone. But 54 more points added. Jake Smith to the 17s.
Look at this. Big 9 from Jake Smith. Boom goes the dynamite. Fills up the 17s exactly when he needed to. Again, the game, like the gamer aspect of Kelly and Jake. And then for Taylor and Dylan to be able to withstand all this has been almost as impressive.
They continue to throw bombs to each other, and they both continue to reflect and come back and throw bombs of their own. It is incredible to watch.
5-5, 5.0, 5.33, and a 4.33. Are you not entertained watching along at home? Because if you're not, you crazy.
There's
Big
another
last.
one.
Yep.
Didn't get dart 2 to go, but stayed true. Trip 17.
Dylan looking down. Well, this is a big dart. And it's a big miss is what it ends up being.
Can that change this leg real quick?
I think it does. Triple or single. Not a 2-2 though. He has hit that side of the wire now 3 times on triples, right on the other side of the triple he's aiming at. Chris, hopefully that flight doesn't leave before this is over.
Oh.
Taylor Thaxton, a huge 5 mark.
Look at that shot. Only marked single 18. Takes away the 17s, but goes right back with the trip 18.
We got 3 high fives and a 4-5.
And that's not the turn you're going to want at this time of the leg. This is the deciding leg.
And this could be a deciding moment. Will it be? Coffin shot.
There it is.
The big let's go from Dylan, and 2 bowls away from the title. In his first TOC, Dylan Steike. And Taylor Thaxton's first TOC.
Taylor Thaxton to the line.
She got into PBD for these moments right here. And she tells Dylan, listen.
I got one for you. Kelly's going to have to get a lot going here. Needs a lot of bulls. Fly-offs are not going to do much.
Yeah, and again, how impressive Kelly and Jake have been to roll through to get to this point cannot be stated enough. But Dylan Steike has been a superstar today. And the superstar, along with Taylor Thaxton, are your champions of the mixed CDI for 2025. They walk away with $12,000, $6,000 apiece for Dylan Steike and Taylor Thaxton. Not only one of the best-looking partnerships, but they looked fantastic on the dartboard as well, Mooney.
Played well together. They bounced off each other the right ways. When they were struggling, they picked each other up. When they were bringing the hammer, they were both shooting 9s and 7s. Big stuff. The greatest thing I think I've seen is they challenged each other and they challenged the board. They challenged their opponents. And, folks, there's your mixed CDI champions.
Yeah, you'd love to see it. Again, both of them first time here at the tournament champions, too. And for them to be able to get the job done as a rookie pair, that is impressive. So we are going to send it away here for a second. We're going to come back for the interviews with in about a minute or so, as soon as they are ready, set up, ready to go. 5 minutes probably. So if you want to stick around for those, please do so. But for Mooney and I, that'll end our talking for the day. Reminder, we'll be back in action at 6 p.m. tonight for Stream 1 and Stream 2 coverage without commentary for doubles. So don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back in 5 minutes for the interviews with our champions. You won't want to miss it.
Test, test. All righty, here we are with our mixed CDI runner-ups, Mr. Jake Smith and Kelly Sipe. You guys played phenomenal throughout the day. You had a real team chemistry going on. What did you think about this partnership going into this, Kelly? What'd you think?
We're going to win some shit together.
If you're going to go big, you're going to go big. What did you think, Jake?
Absolutely. I thought she was a blast to play with. She was real nice from the start. And when we were doing the walk-ins, was the first time we officially met. And it's like, let's just do it.
Well, it seemed like you guys off the throw line were really meshing there. You guys were giving each other high fives. You guys were really meshing together. And that can really force a flow on you. And it seemed like you guys established that most of the day, if not the whole day, right?
Absolutely.
I totally agree. It's just a struggle. That's a long format. That's a huge struggle.
It's just a long day in general.
Well, it's also day number 4, isn't it, of a big event?
Absolutely. I mean, playing with her was pretty simple and straightforward. Like, there was no complaining between either of us. I mean, there was neighbors at one point that were kind of an issue.
You didn't yell at me for the neighbors.
No, she made me yell at the neighbors for her, but yeah, other than that, no, it was a blast. I had fun.
Now, one final question, almost specifically for you, Jake, because you're a former CSI champion as well as a finale champion as well. Do you think that maybe that experience did you well today? Do you think that maybe that kind of experience maybe flooded off on Kelly a little bit?
I mean, definitely it was a confident booster. I mean, I haven't really placed all that well starting this week. So that right there just kind of helped me out a little bit, if anything. And I hope it helps her out as well.
And that was my next question.
I mean, women's finale tomorrow, that's a big confidence booster as well.
Exactly, and that's why
I hope it transfers.
I wanted to go to you next. Did you feel like that you fed off of that? You mentioned just before this interview that you've been struggling a little bit with your throw, and it kind of clicked on you today. Do you think that maybe that was the reason why? Do you think you just had enough time to get it together?
I've played for 35 years, so I'm 57 years old, so I got a little experience behind me. I'm just working through it right now.
Years behind the Yaki. We love that.
Well, congrats to both of you on a phenomenal run here in the Mixed CDI event. $3,000 a piece going your way. That feels nice.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It certainly does.
Good stuff. All righty. Well, let's go ahead and bring on over our two champions, Mr. Dylan Steinke and Taylor Thaxton. How about this? Two newcomers getting it done here in this event. That is something special, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, so fun. So fun. There are no words.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say. It's just insane.
This is the first mixed doubles event I've thrown without Carrie in 3.5 years. So this is wild to me. It is so fun.
It is because you don't know who you're going to get paired with at the very beginning. And did you like this matchup going into this?
It worked out, I guess.
Yeah. Yes, we're both very low-key, super fun. I think we have the same energy.
Yeah, just chill, and it was so many phenomenal teams. It was crazy. This is the
today's been a wild ride.
Just awesome.
Today has been a wild ride.
So fun.
Even looking back at your matches, you look at the King Seat match, you guys kind of dominated that matchup, almost dominated it all day. It really was impressive. Really was impressive. Dylan, when you were clicking, you were on, and then you were backing them up. It was pretty impressive. Any thoughts on maybe doing this again? Sorry, Carrie.
Absolutely, if we can. Heck
yes,
yeah.
in a mixed doubles duo. If my husband isn't watching. But no, it was just an incredible day, and we've never thrown together.
Nope.
I've never been to this tournament.
Never even met.
Yes. So to come in and beat the players that we played today,
insane.
And we never walked to the line and said, "Oh my gosh, we're throwing this person." It was, "Let's go, let's go," every time.
One dart at a time.
He never missed a triple 20, so we were fine.
Whenever you can start off like that, it's reassuring.
I'll take it. Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, congratulations to you two. $6,000 apiece. What do you say? Grab your trophy here. Hang it up high. Hold it up high. Congratulations. your mixed CDI champions, Taylor Thaxton and Dylan Steinke.
I like that Corey's starting on the points.
Well,
He can go bull now.
that 15 pop with a double bullseye there. Wow.
Dead center of the double bull. That is a coffin shot if I've ever his team to stay in this tournament on the one-loss side of the bracket. But we are going to jump right over now as getting started. As boom goes the dynamite for Eric Gregory real quick as we do head over to the last chance match to that round. East needs a 9 mark and a 9 mark only. There's a good start of it. Oh, come on now. Nick Yeast. Boom goes the dynamite. Needed the...
Does she take the look to the top?
Yes, and she pegs it. Tracy Young back down to the 16s. Good 7 mark from Tracy Young. That is bigger than the 9. Those Cease. If she throws a 4 and compliments Ram like that, this is going to be tough for Ram and Amanda to lose. But boom goes the dynamite. Dylan Steinke.
Not afraid to go trip 17. Stayed true. Got the game shots in. Starting leg number 2, folks.
And Ram. Boom goes the dynamite. Ram Kavara Jr. starts off with a 9er. Just like you expect.
But Taylor Thaxton. Clear looks around the board.
Yeah, and she's really good at slamming the door. And you saw it right there. Boom goes the dynamite. Taylor Thaxton, a white horse. Not a lot. Derek going to start on the 17s. Might stay there for most of it, unless he goes trip. Because I don't see him wanting to get rid of the X that's on there. Oh, he does.
Massive shot on the 19s.
I take that all back.
19s here. More than likely will want a wedge. Looking at the 16s.
Mooney, Corey Beck, and Olivia Terry are out of this tournament. And
That's
a
a monster shot.
Big round from Derek Hinkle.
Monster.
Keyword is decent. Lori can make it hurt if she finds a trip on the 18 here. See, she has a pretty big scallop in that dart, it looks like. She does find the trip 18 and makes it a 7.
Beautifully done. Those are those clutch 5-mark rounds that are massive from your B player.
Taylor can do a little bit of a bailout and does do so. Finds a 7 to reduce the point deficit to Uno.
Darn near the best case scenario. That's a lot. That's a pressured moment that she absolutely capitalized on.
See, this is the shot I typically expect from Mike. A very close, big corner pocket close, and just walks
Magic
along.
Mike. I can still remember. I can remember exactly how it felt. That was before the women's CSI was around. Beautiful 7 mark from Taylor Thaxton, following up a 6 from her partner. Mixed Cricket Doubles Invitational.
Let's see what low sugar Shane Johnson can do here.
Sweet and low sugar Shane Johnson.
Oh, how about a 9 mark to get things going, Jen?
Boom goes the dynamite.
Maloney Shamaloney. Dylan gonna go ahead and do a little bit of recovery here. And does find a 3 in the bed there. A beautiful boom goes the dynamite. Still enclose the 15s here, Jen.
No.
Wow. No faith.
No, I thought you meant first dart. Sorry. He's going to start point and then close the 15 like we all thought, right? And double bull.
Yep. Yeah. Well, that'll do. Boom goes the dynamite for Bubba. He did make him pay. Heavy.
That mid-game 9 could be the
For the action at the Mixed CDI here at the Tournament of Champions 2025. Mooney, Bubba starting off Bubba strong there with a boom goes the dynamite.
Yeah, you got a good start, but your opponents do this.
Brian has gone 9 mark to open up both legs in this match. Wow. Mike Scarborough's going to get the start, right? Is that Mike Scarborough? I'm just making sure.
Listen, Sean is the professional of this group, and that was a rarity for you folks.
Well, I'm not even going to say it because I'll probably mess up my own catchphrase. Mike Scarborough starts off with a 9 mark, and Cheyenne did it back-to-back with her and Bob Anderson, and then her and Mike Scarborough.
Wow, that's very interesting. I actually didn't even realize that.
Well, now you do. Boom goes the dynamite from Jake Smith. Meaning that Taylor and Dylan would have to still double dip them. Mike was a finalist last year, looking to do one better this year. A 7-mark opening will help that. Which lady can be the most consistent here?
Nice second dart.
Yep.
And I heard that roar heavily.
She's looking up to the 18s.
Boom.
Back on down to the 17s. This would be a heck of an 8-mark. It is a heck of an 8
and
mark
there's
for Kelly
another
Sipe.
Jake Smith roar in the background, folks.
Yes, sir. Great timing by both teams. And more importantly, by Jake and Kelly. 8 mark, 9 mark. Boom goes the dynamite. Jake Smith.
I want to put Jake Smith in if I'm his opponent.
So good at doing exactly this. Staying down. And hits it.
Man, that's a big 7.
I mean,
Jake Smith.
and there is Jake Smith with the effective.
Coffin chop. Cost her that shot there. I think she probably would want to stay on the 18 for another turn.
Dylan Steinke again.
That's it. I mean, it's just dynamic duos throwing sharp shooting darts.
44 points down. Good. 2-bull round from Kelly Sipe. It's just in case Dylan makes a mistake here. Hasn't so far. And he's not going to. Dylan is throwing stanky darts right now.
Man. Yeah, they were definitely showing signs of weakness, but they haven't gone away.
Jake going to go back and point one last time on the 20s?
Yeah, smartly does. Got a single shot close on your 20. Get a third dart to mark on the 20. But she did some damage on that 17th by tripling it twice, adding 102 points.
You guys notice that Sean Kapler's power stance in the background? My goodness. Dylan Steinke. Boom goes the dynamite.
The
unfortunate thing is that Jake's job is a lot more harder.
But Jake can take on the task.
Well, that's a start right there from Taylor. The pressure that 9 mark put on. And she closes the 15.
Wow, what
start.
a move.
Big.
She wanted that 20. It didn't happen.
Yeah, and Kelly's in a position right now. And Mooney, I'll ask you this question. Who has more pressure on them in this case? I know Jen and Nick talked about this earlier, but is it going to be I like what you said there. I think I agree with you. Oh, look at this from Kelly. Boom goes the dynamite. Kelly Sipe with a 9 mark at the big time.
And there for another triple. Gives it right back to Jake Smith. And he responds.
Massively.
And he responds.
Big dart from Kelly Sipe. Look at this. Big 9 from Jake Smith. Boom goes the dynamite.
Time of the leg. This is the deciding leg.
And this could be a deciding moment. Will it be? Coffin shot.
There it is.
Big let's go from Dylan, and 2 bowls away from the title.